September is upon us, and this is by far one of the most important months of the entire year, as we have multiple major announcements that will be released directly impacting our money, our benefits, and our finances. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing the exact dates in which checks will be arriving for over 73 million Social Security beneficiaries, including but not limited to retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, and SSI beneficiaries, as well as pointing out all of these major announcements, again, directly impacting our money, our benefits, and our finances. This is a major month, a lot of major announcements, and I can guarantee you this much, a whole lot more to come. So I'm going to point it all out for you here in this video and do whatever I can to help you understand what's going on here, and just point this out as far as what it's going to do to all of our finances going forward. Now, I also want to point out something super fast here before I get into the details any further. In about a month and a half, it's not that long from right now, annual enrollment will be opening up. If you have not done so, please make sure to call this team of trusted advisors to get at the front of the line for help with your Medicare plans. Again, it could be a supplement plan, a Medigap plan, a Part D plan, Medicare Advantage, or if you're turning 65 or retiring this year or in the next few months here, call that team of trusted advisors now. In about a month and a half, when annual enrollment opens up, they're going to be absolutely swamped. If you call them now, you will get to the front of the line, and you can take that time with them, ask them all the questions you want, just like the other 4,000 people here in this community that have already done so. By calling that number, you've been seeing me giving tons of shout outs in the videos lately and highlighting people that have called, getting better plans, better coverages, and saving a ton of money. Seriously, call them now, establish that communication, and then when annual enrollment opens up, you're at the front of the line, okay? It's a little pro tip I wanted to share with you really quickly. That's coming here very soon. Seriously, write that phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot. By the way, the average person that's calling them is saving $1,100 from a simple phone call. That's the average savings. Some save more, some save less, no guarantees, but that's the average. And a lot of people, 4,000 of you here in the community, have already called them. That's absolutely incredible. All right, anyway, we can talk about that more later. Just want to give you that quick pro tip really fast here. Okay, let's go through the month in order here. We've got a lot to talk about. I'm going to buzz through the details. I'm going to point out the exact dates throughout the month of September that I want to bring to your attention. Okay, let's start with today. First off, happy Labor Day, right? Labor Day, the first day of the month. We generally don't get this. It's usually not the first day of the month, but here we go, right? Labor Day, holiday, so here we are. All right, anyway, today, September 1st, Labor Day, that's what that is. Okay, now SSI beneficiaries, you already know this. I'm just going to point it out super fast anyway. You did not get paid today. You got paid a few days ago on Friday, the 29th of August, okay? SSI beneficiaries, you already know that. Just wanted to point it out super fast. Next, the 3rd, which is Wednesday. The Wednesday is the 3rd of the month. For those of you that generally get paid on the 3rd of the month, you will get paid on Wednesday. It's not a holiday, not a weekend. You'll get paid that day, no disruption whatsoever. Okay, that's not everybody, but some people do get paid on the 3rd. Now, Friday, this is another very big one. This is going to be the date in which we get the August jobs report, otherwise known as the employment situation or the non-farm payroll or the jobs report, whatever you want to call it. This comes out the first Friday of every month, and this just happens to be Friday the 5th will be August job report. This is going to be a very important report here to understand what is going on with the labor market. We've seen some softening, and this is all going to be predicated on the health of the overall economy. Okay, next, let's go out to the 10th of the month. This is the second Wednesday. This is for those of you that have a birthday landing between the 1st and the 10th of the month. You get paid on the second Wednesday of the month. Okay, so if your birthday lands between the 1st and the 10th, you get paid on the second Wednesday, and it just so happens to be September 10th. Okay, second Wednesday. Now, the next day, Thursday, the 11th, again, vitally important report that will be coming out here. This will be the date in which they release the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, otherwise known as the inflation report for the month of August. Now, why do we care? Those of you that are living on Social Security or any of the fixed income benefits I mentioned at the beginning of the video, including VA and RRB to that list as well, this is the date that we get the inflation report. This will be data point number 2. Data point number 2 to take into consideration for our running data collection on how much we're going to see as a COLA. Okay, so about, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, middle of August, we got the inflation report for the month of July, right? Well, that was data point number 1. This will be data point number 2 on September 11th, which is Thursday. Okay, that'll be data point 2, which we will use for our calculations and our formula to determine what the COLA is going to be, as in your raise. This is not the official announcement, but rather data point 2. We need 3 data points. The next one will be coming out in the middle of October. Okay, this is a very important one because it's all relating to the raise to your monthly benefit. Again, that's the 11th. Now, let's go out to the 17th of the month. Couple different things happening this day. The 17th, number 1, this is for those of you that have a birthday landing between the 11th and the 20th of the month. If your birthday is between that range, you get paid on the 3rd Wednesday of the month, and this just so happens to be September 17th. Okay, September 17th, the third Wednesday of the month, that's when you get paid. Again, birthdays between the 11th and the 20th of the month. Now next, this is also the date in which the Federal Reserve will be wrapping up their 2-day FOMC meeting. Okay, why do we care? Here's why we care. There's a very, very, very high likelihood they're going to cut interest rates. Okay, the debate right now is how much? 25 basis points or 1/4%, or 50 basis points, 1/2%. It's kind of leaning toward 50 basis points. Okay, we'll see what happens here. They have not cut in several meetings now, but this is going to be a very important one, and the predictions are suggesting there's a very high likelihood that they will cut this meeting. Okay, this will be good because it'll bring down interest rates. If you have any kind of loans that are floating or variable rates and stuff like that, if you're borrowing any money, if you're floating balances on credit cards like I am, not proud of it, paying like 21.5% interest right now, something like that on credit cards. If that's your situation, this will lower interest rates a little bit on any variable interest rates that you are possibly floating on money that's borrowed. Okay. Very important to see that. Okay, so anyway, that meeting will be wrapping up on the 17th, and then Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman, will be coming out in the press conference shortly thereafter and discussing, the economy, things like that. Okay, all right. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this as well. I'll throw it out there randomly really quickly. Lawmakers are coming back from their vacation. Yeah. Hope they had a nice 5-week vacation. Anyway, they'll be coming back and dilly-dallying all around. Who knows what they're going to do. Anyway, lawmakers coming back from their vacation. But honestly, who really cares about that, right? It seems like they're always on vacation anyway. All right, anyway, next, let's go to the 24th of the month. The 24th of the month. This is the 4th Wednesday of the month. This is the date in which those of you that have a birthday landing between the 21st and the 31st of the month, this is the date in which you get paid your monthly benefit. Okay, the 4th Wednesday, again, birthdays between the 21st and the 31st, you get paid on the 4th Wednesday, and that just so happens to be the 24th of September. Okay, there you go, that's that. Now next, a couple other things here. September is the final month of the fiscal year for the federal government. Okay, the fiscal year for the federal government does not run January through December. It actually runs October 1st through September 30th. So this is the final month of the fiscal year for the federal government. Why do we care? Here's why we care. Lawmakers need to come together and pass the next 2026 fiscal budget. Will they do it? No, not a chance. Why do I know that? Because they never do. They never pass it on time, ever. They always have these CRs or continuing resolution or stopgap bills, right? You hear me talk about that as well. It always comes in, and what they do is they pass these short-term measures to keep the government funded at the same rate that they have been for the last fiscal year so that we don't go into a government shutdown, okay? That's going to be coming up. There's going to be all kinds of drama about this throughout the month. I'll keep you posted, but they're not going to have it done by the end of the month. I'm certain of that. Why? Because they never do. They're going to push it out until December or March of next year like they have been. And that's what they're going to do, most likely. We could potentially see a government shutdown. I highly doubt that, but you just never know. Next, one more thing here. September 30th. What day of the week is that? Is that a Tuesday? I think that's a Tuesday. I could be off by a day on that. I think it's Tuesday the 30th. Either way, September 30th, big key date here as well. The reason this one's a big one, I talked about this a couple times over the last few months here, which is they're now requiring, not like asking, not voluntary, not requesting, demanding, requiring. It must be. They're demanding and requiring electronic federal payments for everybody. So if you're a fixed income beneficiary receiving Social Security checks that are paper in your mail, you must transition into electronic federal payments. Must. You have to. They're not like saying, oh, this is optional. No, you have to. You must. I've been talking about this for a while now. The president signed an executive order, probably back in, I don't know, April, March, something like that. March or April. It was a long time ago. President signed an executive order demanding federal electronic payments. All payments, Social Security, all benefits administered by Social Security must be done electronically. They will no longer send out paper payments. Same thing with tax returns. Tax refunds, I meant to say. Tax refunds. They will no longer be sending out paper payments, okay? Checks. It has to be done electronically. Direct deposit, okay? So if you have not done so yet, and if you have not changed your direct deposit information, or I shouldn't say that, if you have not set up direct deposit information, if you're getting paper payments, do that through the Social Security website. If you are a beneficiary, they have a dedicated page where you can set that up, and you can get those payments sent to you electronically. Okay, that's September. That's what we know as of now. I guarantee you there's going to be a whole lot more, okay? I'll continue to be here for you, right by your side. I will point all this out for you as we get more information. I hope this helps you. Again, call that team of trusted advisors. Seriously, write it down, take a picture, take a screenshot. Call them today. Actually, not today. They're not working today. Call them tomorrow, okay? Today's not going to really get you anywhere because they're not going to be there working today. Call them tomorrow, okay? Today's a holiday. Tomorrow. Call them tomorrow. Ask them immediately about your Medicare plan. Get some help with that. It is free, by the way, 100% free to work with them. They will do all the grunt work on your behalf. They'll look through over 20,000 plans across the country, find you the best plan at the best price with the best coverages and the best fit for you and your personal needs. So you can see the doctors and providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to visit, the prescription needs if you have need all. They're going to find all of that and present you your options. Again, totally free. They will do that for you. Okay, please join the other 4,000 people here in the community that have already called them. Just give them a call, talk to them. It's totally free. And then when you do that, you'll get to the front of the line before annual enrollment, which opens up in like a month and a half. And it's going to be nuts. Okay, all I'm saying is that if you call them now, you get to the front of the line. You get that help now. So when annual enrollment rolls around, you're not scrambling around like everybody else trying to get help because they're going to be absolutely swamped. Okay. Anyway, just want to give you that pro tip there. And by the way, after you talk to them, after you, get a better plan or save a bunch of money, leave me a comment down below. Use the word chapter in your comment because that is how I search for these comments. I use the keyword search of chapter in the comment section to find these comments. And I would love to give you a shout out and feature you in an upcoming video. And there you go. All right, anyway, please, if you're new here, subscribe, big subscribe button down below. Please share the video, big share button down below. Please share that phone number with your friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, anybody that you know that needs help with their Medicare or is on Medicare. Doesn't even matter if they need help or not. If you know anybody on Medicare, share that phone number with them so they can also get some help. And when they get help and save a bunch of money, then you get all the credit and you get to be the hero. And that's awesome, right? So anyway, please share the video, share button down below, like the video, thumbs up button down below. Check out the other 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen now. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Enjoy. Until next time, I hope to see you again soon. And thanks again for watching this.